Southeast Former Governors Forum emerges, endorses Tinubu's second term. Na then sabi o. Southeast Former Governors Forum. Very funny. A new platform bringing together experienced leaders has been formed in Southeast. Nigeria Nigeria reports that the Honorable Minister of Works, Senator Engineer David Umahi, CON, joined other former governors in Enugu to formally launch the Southeast Former Governors Forum. Hey God, these people are so jobless. Former Governors Forum, what's that? Speaking after the forum meeting, Senator Umahi explained the purpose of the forum. You must have been wondering what was going on, and is still going on, is that we now have the birth of a forum of former Southeast governors. What do you want to do with them? I thought he was saying that it is the governors in Southeast that endorsed President Tinubu, not knowing that it is even the former governors that he went to pack. These people are not serious. Olashiko says, may thunder fire you all. Fire that your forum. Because I don't understand. Which former governors forum? Then if I said you people should continue. Easy Coker says, cash and carry Southeast former governor. Okoros and money are siblings of the same parents. Chinedu Oriako says, when the gods wants to destroy someone, they'll start with madness, obviously. Ezeogu says, they don't want to be left out in the campaign fund that Tinubu is about to release. Shameless people. Lucky Bose says, for continuation of stealing public money and embezzlement. Fenwa says, bunch of criminals, birds of the same feather. The karma that will visit all of you is doing press up. Jude says, idiots, come and drag me to vote now. Yeah, don't be smarting. Ayo Bebo says, all of them must go to jail for betraying MNK and for stealing state funds meant to develop the Southeast. They didn't do anything. All this former governors forum. You didn't do anything as the governor. You are now forming former governors forum. For what? August says 5 votes with their 5 wives and 5 side chicks. I could have added their children, but they are all overseas. They can come back to come and vote now. Amadi Temple says, my brother, enough is better than too much. Felix Steven says, they need to reset some people's brain. Political psychophants. Uche says, endorsing hunger, hardship, and insecurity. You can imagine. Kingsley Chinagorm says, since ever in the history, who did they endorse that win? So forget that they are noisemakers. People who fail their people. Check their records. We Igbos are not with them. Scientists say Southeast bunch of former failures and disaster forum. Don't mind them. Shameless people. For me, says, you mean the bunch of failures like Uzo Kalu, Theodore Oji, Okeze Ikpeazu, because that's what they are. Failures. Gathering of old vultures. Kechuku says, David Umahi's handwork, yes, now you people are on your own, no. Very, very on your own. Zola said, which one again is former governors forum? Like, can you imagine? Former governors forum. What's wrong with you people? Hello, says, we know them now. The garden of evil men. Mike says they want to collect their own share of the billions of Naira bonanza from the subsidy is gone money. Tizua Obina says Stephen is a one-term president. I know that those criminals won't understand or are too shocked to accept that reality. But no wahala, karma is on the way for all troublers of Nigeria. Eze says, useless people, very useless. Amechi says, individuals are not the people. Power to the people is the meaning of democracy. While the power to the former governor is an anti-democracy, because I don't understand what you mean by forum of former governors. What is that? Efulefu group. May God wipe away this group of leaders in the Southeast and never allow them and their generation to get close to the seat of power for eternity. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. Becca Kiki says, please, who are the former governor? Please, I don't find anything to write about this your post. Osivio says, expired and third-class rebels. How many of you is free from EFCC and ICPC from manipulation and financial hembelembe? What's that? Hembelembe. Ikechukwu says, these former governors are not political turncoats and political liability. In fact, they are scorned by the citizens. Tochukwu says, failed leaders, they will support failure, of course, before Uncle. Trash, idiots representing their personal interest. But rest assured, their doomsday is just by the corner. Yes, it is. Uncle James said some of you think that smart people in the area are useless people on the street without knowing that you are living with them in your home. They are the Judas betraying their own people, green snake under the green grass. Because of money, because of money. Obuna says Thunder will fire all of them. I'm telling you. Peter Okoye said, are they going to vote on behalf of the people? Maybe, because all of them together, former governors forum, I don't know 5. So 5 of you and your wife and your children. Now go and vote now. Yeah, people. Association of failed politicians having the right to endorse whosoever they like. They are so shameless. That's what it is. Shamelessness is worrying them. Leo Mark says Dave Umahi is anticipating a momentous defeat that awaits Tinubu come 2027. He will soon come up with all the former PDP national chairman from Southeast. He's jobless. He doesn't have work. And then he says these people, instead of supporting our own Peter Obi, they are endorsing Tinubu. I beg, when I won't get sense now. I don't know for them. In the area. In fact, it says you all only have 5 votes to give Tinubu. You can't decide for Southeast. Exactly. You cannot. Likely it answers it, but no. Okay. Ugoma for says criminal, Berima, saboteurs. I am Igbo man, but I hate my people. They can be bought with money overnight. Thank God there's an Igbo person that said it, because it's only Yoruba people that they used to say, oh, they are the ones that can be bought with money. They are betrayers, they are this, they are that. But he said they can be bought with money overnight. That is an Igbo man too. Raymond says, Asiwaju Shettima second term done deal. This Raymond, I don't forget saying you. I don't like it in your comments. You are such a foolish person. Nicholas says, I think 5 of them can only get 5 votes. For him, even if they will vote, a popular program in MFM is titled Power Must Change Hands. Gideon says, criminal gang supporting grand criminal. Colin says, these are idiots and drunkards now. They can't win their polling booths. If their silences don't need their endorsement, he will still win. So they are not important. Adjong says, former Tears Forum, yes, so endorsing one clueless man. Donald says, the fear of EFCC now, hungry thieves, don't mind them, very hungry thieves. Jacob Bishop said they didn't invite Peter Obi, or is he not also a former Southeast governor? In the end, 2027 go shock David Umahi, he go shock him more. He go to shock him by the special grace of God. Eric says, what did the former governors achieve from Southeast? Exactly. During their time in office, nothing. And now creating former governors from. They are so shameless. I don't understand them more. Steve Ajike says, hungry people, fools that cannot help themselves are endorsing another person. Nonsense and ingredients. Well, listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.